Well, it's finally here. I am showing you my Crinkle Rayon jumpsuit today, the one with the very polarizing pattern, McCall's 7402. So let's start there. The pattern is described as a pullover sleeveless dress and a pull-on jumpsuit with V neckline, draped sides, and narrow hem. Once you start sewing it, you realize that the only difference between the dress and the jumpsuit is a single line of stitching attaching the center front to the center back, thereby creating a crotch seam. So I actually cut view A and then just followed the instructions for view D. This gave me a shorter jumpsuit, which I think is a little more flattering on me since I'm not super tall. Throughout this video, you will see that I've styled the jumpsuit a few different ways. I started with a turtleneck layered underneath the jumpsuit and then added a gold chain belt for some waist definition. Fun fact, I made this gold chain belt from a purse that I got at Goodwill. I'll tell you guys all about it in my October Let's Chat video. I have it layered with the turtleneck because the back is really open. This is not the original design. It's supposed to have a keyhole opening with a button closure at the top. But I can't for the life of me figure out how anyone is supposed to button a single button in their mid-back that's below your neckline and above your bra line. It would take a real contortionist to pull that off. So for this version, I just left it open, and in doing that, my bra shows. So I either have to wear it with a lacy bralette, which is really cute, or layer it with a turtleneck underneath, which is wonderful for the cooler weather we have right now. For my next version, I decided to ditch the turtleneck and throw on a denim jacket, me made of course, and a cute pair of sneakers. I'll have information and links to all the additional styling pieces that I'll be wearing throughout the video in the description box, so be sure to check that out if you want to know, for example, which pattern this jean jacket is. But back to the jumpsuit. You can really see how low cut the front is. That combined with the problem that I came across in the back makes me want to redraft my next version to raise the neckline all around while keeping the arm size the same, because the fit in the arm size is really quite good. I would need to add a zipper because for the jumpsuit, obviously you can't pull it on over your head. You have to step into it. And the reason for the super low wide back is so I can step into it. The pattern drafter did the little keyhole with the button that I can't actually button. So if I did raise the neckline in the back, I would either have a really long keyhole opening, which is fine, or I'd have to add a zipper. But this little casual outfit I would totally wear to run errands or for a casual date. I kind of love the whole casual vibe to it. The next look I put together is one for work or maybe church. It's kind of like a middle of the road look. I threw on a duster cardigan, again me made, and I cinched it all in with a purchase belt that I'm wearing on the outside of the cardigan. I topped it off with a pair of black wedge heels. The hemlines obviously don't match as the jumpsuit has more of a handkerchief hem and the cardigan is hemmed straight, but I think this makes the jumpsuit all the more interesting. Let me use this time to tell you guys about the fabric. It is a Crinkle Rayon from Joann. It's more of a summery fabric, so the options for what's available now is a little limited, but they do have some really beautiful, deep, rich solids like this green one, and I'm obsessed with the blue cheetah. The Crinkle Rayon is great for a garment like this because it's drapey, which is pretty much mandatory for this pattern, but it's also opaque. And since the jumpsuit is unlined, that's also sort of mandatory. One negative about the Crinkle Rayon, though, it does tend to grow as you wear it, especially along the grain line, but it shrinks back up when you wash it. It has a super soft hand and a little bit of weight to it, at least for what is considered a lightweight rayon. There's also a little bit of texture to it, which is nice. So this brings us to our final look. This is definitely dressing up the jumpsuit, bringing it to its full potential. I've thrown on a faux fur cropped jacket, you guessed it, made by me, and sparkly gold heels. I have also added some gold accessories. The whole look just screams date night, fancy concert or ballet, or even a New Year's or black tie event. One more thing I want to point out about the pattern is the facing. The neckline and straps are all in one facing, but the facing is really only about 2 inches wide, meaning it tends to want to flip out despite my best understitching. So my recommendation would be to extend the facing to about, 8 or 10 inches. So it's a little bit more like a lined bodice, and then tack it down at the side seams and center back seam. So that's it. I know the pattern isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I hope I did a good job of showing you just how versatile it can be. I mean, my outfits take it from Target to a black tie event and sort of everything in between. I think when you make something that's, first of all, solid black, secondly, has some drape to it, and thirdly, shows a little bit of skin here and there, you really can get a lot of mileage out of it and wear it to a variety of different places. I also hope that you found it to be a little more flattering than you initially thought it might be. What I can tell you is that it is very, very comfortable to wear. So even if it isn't the most flattering thing in the world, it being really comfortable makes up for that a little bit, I think. As always, I welcome your thoughts about my make. I just cannot wait to hear what you guys think. Don't worry, I love it, and no one, no matter what you say, will change my mind about that. Just be kind and be mindful that I made it and that I like it. And if your comments are considerate of those two things, I think we'll be fine. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very soon. Bye!